I am very country. I'm from a city where there's nothing but country people. I'm from a place called Atlanta, Georgia. Let me tell you how country they are here.
How country are they?
They got a section of Atlanta called College Park.
Oh, I know that. I know that place. Yes,
But
I
the
love
problem
it.
is they got no college.
Ooh.
And they ain't got no park.
Damn,
Well, I
so
came
what
up in
is
an era where there were no black comedians. First of all, let's make that perfectly clear.
Okay.
After Richard Pryor, I'm like 10 years after Richard
Right.
Pryor, and then I would do the Tonight Show. That's back in the day when you did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Right.
The next day you were somebody.
Sure.
And if you went to the couch, you were really somebody.
Right.
I did the Tonight Show. I did not go to the couch, and I didn't find out later that Johnny Carson didn't care for her.
No.
Red Fox never hosted the Tonight Show. #1 on NBC, Sanford and Son. Only black people he would have on that he really loved were the people that were already in, the Sammy Davis Jr.'s.
Right.
And he had to let Eddie Murphy on. Eddie was deserving, but
Sure.
he was on NBC.
Has a black person ever hosted the Tonight Show?
Yeah, Flip Wilson did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Flip
okay.
Wilson and see, that's how difficult.
Yeah.
It should have been a lot more
Yeah,
people.
sure.
His favorite singer never let him go to the couch until the last night.
Who's his
I think
favorite
it was Joe White. I think Joe Williams.
Joe Williams?
That was Johnny Carson's favorite singer. He never let him on. So you never let the man sit on the sofa.
Was he black?
He was black, yes, with the white hair. And his
Joe
night,
Williams.
the last night he went on and tripped over the wire going to the stage.
Wow.
But yeah, Johnny Carson was not a fan of ours, and so
How many times did you do it? Fuck Johnny Carson.
I did quite a few times, and I did a lot with Jay Leno. I did a lot with Gary Shandling.
I get that part, but that Johnny Carson,
But
man.
so after Johnny Carson, I did it on a Thursday night. Next night, I was in front of 17,000 people, in front of Natalie Cole.
Transportation, marketing, advertising. During that segregation, what was you advertising? Niggas who couldn't get on the bus and shit? What was your marketing and advertising back then on transportation? How
make
niggas
me
couldn't
laugh.
fly?
I swear to God, you make me laugh. Pretty soon I'm just gonna come on and just
Okay,
knock
sorry.
the fuck out of you. The first black beach in America, and that's some you kids don't know. It was Fernandina Beach in Jacksonville, Florida. So much history in Jacksonville, Florida, too. So
Sure.
we would go there.
okay.
But let me tell you something.
Okay.
Just a little history. I love to tell this history because being born and raised in Brookhaven and Buckhead, and that was called way out at the time. We actually called it the sub of Atlanta, subdivision.
Okay.
And we didn't know that was the area to live in the future.
Sure.
And so Lenox Square is a mall that most people know about in America.
Sure.
It's one of the largest malls in America. Did you know, and some people don't even know, that used to be a black neighborhood?
Hold on. Where Lennox Mall is right now, that used to be a black neighborhood?
I was at the first day it opened, dude. It was called Johnsontown.
Oh, the mall was black.
No.
The town was black?
The neighborhood was black. You can see little remnants of it. If you know where the old Houston's used to be,
Yeah,
on the other side of
right,
the
right,
look
right,
back
sure.
on the other side, and you go like, you can tell sometimes where a black neighborhood used to be.
Wow.
You know, like when they run you can, first of all, you can tell on any interstate because they took all the interstates and run them right through the black neighborhood.
That's true, though.
And you can say, oh, this used to be a black neighborhood, but you can do that on the other side of Lenox Square. And that's where I live right now. I'm learning, like driving Miss Daisy
Right.
and the Jewish temple. I
Right.
grew up with that stuff.
Wow.
I was here during the days before integration. And Atlanta has always been the progressive city.
Okay.
And we never had a riot in Atlanta until last year, 2 years ago. No, George Floyd's situation, but the Mike, what's his name? Killer Mike was on.
Yeah, right,
This is
right.
the first time we have had a riot in Atlanta. So Atlanta has always been the progressive city. And growing up and being with people like, I was at Dr. King's funeral. My aunt lived across the street from Dr. King. When I was a kid, I wish you guys had lived here back in the day, man, like Auburn Avenue, Sweet Auburn.
Right, sure.
Everything was black. All my doctors, my dentists was black. When I left here, I went to college up in Ohio. The first black beach in America, and that's some you kids don't know. It was Fernandina Beach in Jacksonville, Florida. So much history in Jacksonville, Florida.